guys, welcome to a new episode of my wig guide. Today it's time for another styling tutorial. In this video I will show you my favorite methods to curl synthetic wigs. I'm using my brand new wig from Evahair for this demo, so let's take a closer look on this one first. I got this 28-inch long lace front wig from Evahair.com. The box contains my blue ombre wig and 2 stocking caps. The hairline is hand-tied and medium brown. I really like the deep middle part, it gives you a really realistic and natural look. The wig has an inner lace cap with a medium hair density. You can adjust the cap size with these little straps at the back of the wig. The wig is also provided with combs to secure the wig on top of your head. If you are interested in a new wig, you can use my code JAK to get a 10% discount in their shop. Today's video is about curling a wig with heat. So, before we get started, we need to know if our wig is heat resistant or not. Most of the wigs are heat resistant, but some cheap party store wigs are not. If you are not sure about your wig, you should ask the wig company or do a heat test first. If you decided to do a heat test, it's always good to use a small section of the wig. That should be a discreet place at the base of your neck area or another underneath layer of your wig. You should avoid top layers or hair around the face area. So, now I'm demonstrating what happens if you use too much heat. The fibers will frizz out or they melt completely. The wig from Evahair can be styled with heat. They suggest the heat below 149 Celsius to avoid damaging the fibers. Let's get started with our first method. I'm using my curling wand for it. First of all, you should clip all of the extra hair up, out of your way, so it's easy to work with. I start at the back part of my wig and work my way up. This process is not much different than curling your real hair. You can create a lot of different styles depending on the tool you are using. I'm using my curling wand today, but you can also use a curling iron, crimping iron or a waving iron. I take a small section of hair between 2 fingers, hold the curling wand facing downward and wrap the hair around the wand. Make sure the hair is laid down as flat as possible. You should wear a heat-resistant glove during this step, otherwise you can burn your skin. Then I release the hair into my hand and clip it up where it will stay until it finishes cooling. Once I have finished a full row and all the curls have cooled off, it's time to release the curls. Method number 2 is my personal favorite. If you don't have any curling tool, you can use hot water for perfect curls. Curling with hot water is easy and you just need some Velcro rollers or plastic rollers. I like to use my big bandy rollers for this step. First of all, I create a hook and wrap the hair fibers around it. It's important to secure the ends with some bobby pins. Otherwise the section unwraps by itself. Boiling water has a temperature around 100 degrees, so you may have to add some cold water before you curl your wig. You can directly use your water heater for this step. I'm using a glass pot to demonstrate what I'm doing. So grab a roller and put it into your hot water for 5 seconds. Make sure you don't hurt yourself doing this process. Once I have finished a full row and all the curls have cooled off, it's time to release the curls. You can also put the rollers in cold water if you don't want to wait till they cooled off by air. Time for method number 3, which is actually my least favorite one. I'm using my blow dryer and a pair of plastic rollers for this step. But you can also use Velcro rollers if you prefer them. You get them in different sizes at your local beauty supply store or online. I start with a small section of hair and wrap it around my roller. You should always start at the end of each section and roll it up. Then I fix the roller with a long needle pin. Once I have finished a full row, it's time to blow dry the fibers for at least 20 seconds. Sometimes it is easier to work with wet fibers instead. Just try what works better for you. I'm not a huge fan of Velcro rollers, cause every time I'm removing them, the hair gets knotted around them. If you are having the same problem, you can use some baking paper at the beginning of each roller to avoid knotted hair. My last method for today is working with a steamer. I'm using my small bandy rollers for this step. This time I started at the end of each section and secured them by bending the rollers inwards. My steamer is from Amazon and reaches a temperature around 130 degrees. You should use it at a distance about 15 centimeters so your fibers get styled really gently. Once again, remove the rollers after the fibers are cooled down completely. Before we stop our video, it's time to take a look at our new wig. Isn't she bouncy and pretty? I hope you like the result as much as I do. We are done for today. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Let me know what you would like to see next. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of my wig guide. See ya next time.